Who is this weird alien?
Huh? Hey!
I do not recognize this entity. I will ignore.
It's really me.
I still ignore.
Good evening, everybody. Oh,
Make sure my volume's on.
hopefully... Oh, man, it feels like we haven't done this in a while.
It feels like we missed more than 1 week.
Right?
It really does. It feels like I haven't seen you guys in like a while.
Are we coming in clear? In the words of Mike TV from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Am I coming in clear?
I'm coming in clear.
Hopefully.
Hello.
Howdy. Hello. Hello. Greetings. Scarutations.
Scarutations.
Yeah, I say that all the time. I'm like, greetings and scarutations. Welcome to Saturday night. Another episode of Grim All Night.
Hey.
Basically, if you are old enough to remember USA is Up All Night, hosted by Gilbert Gottfried or Rhonda Shear, we're nothing like that. We play worse movies. In my opinion, they could be better movies.
Some of them are good.
Some of them are good.
Some of them are good.
Oh, jeez.
And they don't know. They didn't always play the greatest. I agree.
Right.
Hey, Stoogies.
Dale, Captain Meets Adventures, Bruce, Angie,
England.
M. Everybody's here. So many names. It's good to see you all. Mr. Geek Me Out. Yeah, she is obsessed with these Disney ears.
These are my favorite. I actually got these from the Disney store. These were not available in the parks. You could have gotten them. You might still be able to look at them. I don't know. From Shop Disney. This is actually just glow in the dark paint, so they're not lighting up. They do have a light up feature though, if I can find it.
Oh, I'm itchy.
Now I glue. I think I light them that like one.
Everybody's still like flickering in here. We got some things to talk about. Daniel, who is our breaking news anchor, you're gonna love this one. Okay, so what happened last week? I felt like we should go ahead and talk about that real quick. Nothing bad. Jessica and I are both A-okay.
We're just fine.
We're healthy as horses, or horses is healthy. I don't know how you want to say that.
Oxes are healthy, supposedly. I don't know why.
We put out 2 videos back to back. One day we did Nocturne Alley, which was like a farewell to Nocturne Alley from us. We didn't really think it was going to do that well, so to speak, but it was like something personal for us. But the day before that, we put out a really big video, the filming locations for Halloween 2018. The day that we were filming that, we drove from Orlando, Florida, all the way to Charleston.
Yeah, South Carolina.
Yeah, spent all day filming it.
Which is a bit of a trek.
Yeah.
Yes.
And when it came time to do Grim Up All Night, we were absolutely exhausted. I could barely
keep your eyes open.
Yeah, and could barely keep my eyes open, and I can barely form a sentence.
Thankfully, we had a hotel room that night. Thank you, Scott.
So we called it quits that night.
By the time we had food, which took a long time because I tried DoorDash for the first time, and they messed it up like 3 times. So we eventually just had to go up there and get it ourselves. Michael couldn't keep his eyes open. Basically, we were just overstretched. You know, we were a little overextended. We didn't have any energy left, and we were just extremely tired. Yeah. So you know how the heat and humidity can get to you, and it was definitely one of those days. So we just did not have the energy to stay awake.
Yeah, but that movie, the video that we did on Halloween 2018 is probably one of my favorite videos we've ever done.
I think it's one of my favorites. Favorite filming location maybe because it was so in depth and we got to see so much, and a lot of it was just honestly you don't get to see how much exploration was happening in the video because we try to cut out a lot, you know, so there's not a lot of not dead space, but we know you want the good bits, you know.
Thank you, man.
And although those are also good bits to us and to you guys too, it would have put it well over an hour, so we tried to keep it nice and condensed. But there is a lot of exploring going on that you don't get to see. And a lot of tall grass, a lot of marsh, a lot of walking. We were just so tired by the end of it. We were there for about half a day, just walking around and exploring, I would say.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, because it's getting dark earlier here, so we started really early. And
we left it
good times though. I mean, I have
around
nothing
midnight.
bad to say about it at all. Yeah. Like the weather was actually really on our side that day. Thank goodness.
Well, also to be fair, like so we left. So okay, that was Friday, Saturday. We were going without zero sleep, so we were awake for 2 days and driving and filming this.
That is correct.
And then we were just like, we're done. So we called it. Hello, Davina.
We left our house at like midnight.
Yeah.
We literally left our house at midnight, got on the road, and didn't sleep a single ounce until the next night. Yeah.
We filmed 2 videos. One was Halloween, and the second one I am editing right now, and it is a filming.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's a filming location video, and it's pretty unique, and it's a really dark movie, and so I don't know how well it's going to translate whenever we match up scenes. You know how we do.
Fine, yeah.
But it's going to be rather interesting. There's going to be a lot more.
Hi, Harry.
I think you guys will dig it.
Hi,
it's coming out soon. I'm editing it now.
Can you tell them what it is?
No.
Okay.
Well, so I'm very proud of this trip for a couple different reasons. One, I really think that we are probably the very first people to take a video camera into Lorie Strode's house.
I believe so.
People snuck in and have taken pictures, still photos, and there are people online who were standing around, and some people even flew a drone overhead, but nobody ever went inside that house and did it like we did.
And I don't think that they found the entryway or the shooting range.
And we 100% asked permission. We drove up, we're like, hi, and this is who we are. Can we please, do this? And they didn't even bat an eye. They were just, have fun, take as much time as you want.
Yeah,
and we
I think it's because we were really nice and we actually asked permission. Because you can't just drive up a street to the house. It's not that kind of a property. No. It is on somebody's property, way in the back of the woods. Yeah, and I don't want to give too much away because I really don't want them to be bothered. But they work with animals, so there was a lot of animals around and things like that. So driving onto their property, you got to be really respectful and careful. And we were actually really lucky because when we got there, the main entrance gate to the property was open, and we sat there for a good 10 minutes going, should we drive on? Should we ask? Should we ask? Should we not ask? Should we ask? Should we not ask? Should we ask? Should we not ask? And we're just like, oh, let's just ask, Yeah. And we did, and it really paid off. The next day is whenever we filmed the video that's coming out soon. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I can guarantee you this. Nobody has covered this filming location video like we have. Nobody has taken cameras onto this property since they filmed the movie in 2007, 2008. So I'm excited for it.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. So Cool Hand, you actually point out something worth mentioning. There were shotgun shells. She does use a shotgun for the opening sequence when she's at the firing range, but it's not something that we could tie directly to the film. You don't get to see the ammunition she uses and stuff like that. So I thought something like that I would just leave there. I didn't think it was worth picking up, honestly. I mean, I guess some people would have, but it's just kind of that could have been from a lot of things. Although now that I think about it, it wouldn't have been because they built that section, so I should have taken it. But I don't think of those things.
There is something that we found on property at the Halloween house, at Lorie Strode's house, that was trash. It was crumbled up and it was thrown away, and we found it. And we weren't digging through the trash. It was just laying there, crumbled up and thrown.
I touch everything. Yeah. I was curious. I literally touch everything.
We unfolded it, and we almost lost our gourd when we saw what it was. And we didn't put it in the movie, in the video, movie. It is a full-length feature film. We're going to have it framed
Yeah.
And we're going to have it hanging on our wall in our new apartment in California. And whenever we start doing video collections, tours of our collection, the Grimm Life Collective actual things, we're going to show you what it is. And if you're a fan of the movie and you're a fan of the Halloween franchise, you're going to lose your gourd when you see it. Oh, that box of Conduit Echo Travel Adventures has nothing on this. I kind of just want to tell them now, but I can't. Well, what it is, because it's sitting right there. I can grab it like Luke Skywalker is grabbing a lightsaber. But I'm not going to.
I never know what you're going to share or not, so I don't say anything.
Yeah, all right, so...
The prop toilet. I don't think... It's not a prop toilet. It is a real toilet. They just have it taped shut because there's no plumbing working in the house. So in case somebody uses it, it has nowhere to go, so it would stink up the set. So and that's pretty common when you're using some place that's abandoned, that the toilets and stuff get taped shut so that people don't use it.
Can I show what this thing is?
That's up to you.
I'm going to show this. I didn't know
if we were going to do that or not. So
I wasn't planning on it, but I'm going to show it to you guys.
I shared it with one person in the chat room, though.
Okay. So, Classically Deceased. Did you share it with him?
Yeah, of course.
Did you tell him what it was?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you just show a picture of what it is?
Not a very good picture because it's huge. It's very large. Okay. It's difficult to photograph.
So.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, I'm going to fall. As you can see, it was crumpled.
Yeah.
It was crumpled, and it was into a ball, and it was thrown in the corner, and...
I touch everything, so I was actually I moved it for some reason, and I could feel like the quality of the paper, and I happened to notice that there was some writing on it. So I was like, oh, what's this, I wonder? I thought it was just going to be like some, no piece of anything kind of paper. But I was like, oh, maybe it has like some writing on it, a little bit of a notes or something.
There's a woman right there, holding a shotgun.
Here, I'll turn this off for a second. Nope, I can't get to it.
What you're looking at, somebody threw it away. It is the blueprints for the rifle range that they built
on the property
for the movie.
Yeah.
And that's a crude drawing of Lorie Strode standing in the rifle range holding a gun. Jamie Lee Curtis. It was trash. It's ours. We're gonna flatten it out, and we're gonna hang it on the wall because this is, I don't know why this was thrown away.
And I took the paint can. I did take the paint can.
I don't know why this was thrown away, but
I don't know. It's even dated down at the bottom by the person who made it. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
I took the paint can before realizing what we even had, because in the deleted scenes of the movie, you can actually identify the paint can by the marks on it, the paint dripping down the side, and I could identify it in person. So it had been hanging, though, out in the element all these years. So it is like pretty badly rusted, but you can still identify the paint drippings on the side of it, that it is the paint can used in the filming, because they built that entire wooden structure for her to do to use as a firing range. So
Classically Deceased, I was thinking that someday when we meet Jamie Lee Curtis, to have her sign that.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Yeah, so that conduit box, it was cool, but not as cool as that trash. Not like we went, like, I'm kid you not, it was in a ball about that big and just tossed. So
I really had to be careful on doing it. Yeah.
I know it's going. Oh, yeah. So that's that. Hooty-doo. Okay. I'm just too excited to show you guys that.
Yeah.
What are the owners going to do with the house? Christy says.
We didn't ask.
They from the look of it, they're just letting it sit there. It's just a structure on the back of their property. It's a horse farm. And
it used to be an amazing house. I mean, there's a ginormous pool built in the back. I mean, if this was, well, here's the thing though, is that, so it is sitting on these people's property, but you don't know if the house was actually purchased, like if it was ever listed. And, when people do scouting, a lot of times I believe they probably do buy property to use specific things. So the movie company may have bought it to use with their permission, and then just abandoned it because they didn't need it anymore because they set it on fire. It is structurally not sound anymore. After you set something on fire, that's it. So at the end of the movie, you know, when Jason's in the
Michael Myers.
I do that all the time. I do that like almost every time. I don't know why.
And you're not the only person. A lot of people do it.
It is like the one thing I hate about my brain is that it will not say the right name. And I don't know if it has something to do because your name is Michael, so my brain goes, no, that's not right. And I'm like, yes, it is. Yes, it is. So at the end of the movie, when he's in the house, those are not CG flames. Those are real pyrotechnics. The inside of the living room, all the way through the ceiling, is black. If you, on the outside, standing on the porch, everything is scorched black. You can see all the bubbles from where it really tore through the house. So I don't think it can be salvaged as like a normal live-in home anymore. Whether they have plans to use it in the future for the movies, we don't know.
Well, they filmed the majority of Halloween Kills, the sequel, and Halloween Ends, I'm guessing, in Wilmington. There were some talks that they also used this house. I don't know how they could have. Hi guys. Unless it was filmed well before, you know, Halloween 2018, 40 years later, came out. Because there's nothing there.
Oh yeah.
So so that's that. I mean, I wanted to talk a little bit. I wasn't planning on showing that until
I don't think so, Matthew.
But if you're watching this, one of the 84 people who are watching this are going to watch it afterwards, you are welcome. A little sneak peek. That's some of the things that we collect. Like, I mean, it's weird. We don't go out really and spend. Oh my God. There's so much stuff I want to show you guys. It's disgusting because some things came in the mail. And follow us on social media because we're going to be posting some new arrivals to the Grim Life Collective very soon. Something.
Arrivals?
Huh?
Arrivals?
What?
What? What? How do you not understand?
There's 2 new autographs.
Oh, okay. Oh. All right.
That are in the Grim Life Collective, and we're gonna be posting them on social media.
We've been married for 4 years. How can you not understand me? You should be like well versed in my gibberish.
All right, my Instagram is Grim Life Collective, and Jessica, I tag her in everything, but it is
Witchy Dame.
Witchy Dame.
Yeah. So Michael is Grim Life Collective, just like the channel, and mine. I'll actually type it out for you. Mine is Witchy Dame. This is my handle on everything, and Twitter,
Mike
Facebook, Instagram,
Evansville, Indiana. Mike M. Do you know what they filmed?
TikTok.
In Evansville? Sorry.
No.
Do you know what they filmed in Evansville, Indiana?
What did they film in Indiana?
Roseanne.
Oh.
Well, like the opening scenes, like the house and everything like that. The TV show Roseanne. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off like that.
Okay. Oh, that sounds so cute, Rachel. I love them.
Oh, t-shirts. The shop.
Yes.
If you were lucky enough to get on the pre-order, the t-shirts are going to print. We're going to be updating you guys soon when they're going to be shipped out. You can, I think, still go on the website and order t-shirts now.
Yeah, you can still go on and order.
And stickers and all that
jazz. The numbers, I believe. So the numbers aren't. We ended the pre-order like last weekend. The numbers have not been submitted. So if you need to go get a specific size, I would do that still because we have not submitted our numbers. And the reason why we're encouraging everybody to partake in the pre-order is because once the order goes in and I send out the shirts that have already been purchased, I am only going to have maybe 2 of each size on hand afterwards until the next order. And we don't know when that's going to be because
it's extended,
we're driving
Michelle.
Cross country. We don't have a lot of space to take a big order with us to last us through the year. So we're going to have to look into getting a new supplier when we're out in California and stuff like that. So we're just doing really a small order right now and keeping like 2 of each size on hand afterwards.
Bam. Daniel, we got enough to actually get everything to print, which is absolutely phenomenal. You guys are awesome. We love you all. Don't feel like you have to go out and
No.
and donate money to us or buy a t-shirt or a sticker. It helps. We'd love that you guys do it. Even more so that you're supporting the channel and you choose to represent. We see a lot of people tag us on social media, and I really try to retweet them or
we try
restory them in Instagram.
I'm a lot better at it than he. I love stories on Instagram. Mostly what I use Instagram for is stories. I don't know why. It's just easier for me.
Apple tonight.
It tastes like watermelon though.
Andy Graves.
Yeah. Hi, Andy.
Yes, the P.O. box is still open, Andy. We do have a P.O. box. It's in the description below of this video and all of our videos. It's going to be open until we move. And then we're going to get things forwarded, and then we're going to let you guys know whenever it officially closes.
Yeah.
There's Patreon. There's PayPal. There's anything you guys can do, whether it's $1, tip 666, tip 999.
So, Harry,
or just watching the videos.
Right now, we have sizes available up to a 4X.
4X.
Yeah, so if you're a 2X or a 3X, no problem. We have two different colors. We have glow-in-the-dark white, and then we have a solid orange.
Yes, and it's the goal from the
the
intro to the videos.
We love you too.
We got 9 minutes.
Yeah.
9 minutes to go. So we have some things to cover.
Yeah, Michelle, if you still need to put in an order, you're good.
Yes.
I mean, we probably won't officially be putting our numbers into the supplier for at least like a couple of days. So if you guys need to get a shirt, you've got a couple more days before we officially put it in.
Yes. So Matthew, we did do earlier this year, we were in California and we did filming locations for the original 78 Halloween. So go ahead and look for that. And yes, we are still going to be doing movie nights. Speaking of, who here is a grim up all night virgin? Who here is this their very first watch party with us? Take a moment of silence, please. New follower, a new fan. Ryan, welcome. Christy, welcome back. I'm an alumni, not a virgin. Fair enough. My cat, sure, your cat would work. I'm an old fan. Who here has brought their grandma to tonight's watch party? I have this weird thing for people's grandmas. I don't understand it. Fifth watch party. Welcome, Jamaica. Aaron. The candy coffin is packed, but we have candy. But we're gonna give you a call out. So here's the thing: if you are with us for your very first watch party, we do things a little bit differently. We do everything on YouTube, sometimes Facebook.
Lately, we've been trying to expand.
In order to do our watch parties, you need two
apparati.
2 pieces of technology.
Yeah.
A phone, a tablet, or a television, or something like that. One, you can watch us talk. Sometimes we get kind of funky and weird. Or you can just watch the movie, or you can watch both simultaneously on 2 separate screens.
Because I'll talk through it anyway.
And if you get lost, you can say, hey, I need a tramp stamp, which is basically a timestamp, but we call it a tramp stamp because why the heck not?
Yeah. Oh, and if you're on our Patreon, we did post on social media and on Patreon, but in case you missed it, you can go and check the posts out on Patreon. So we got the custom cards in for November. Those are going to be going out in a couple of days. And what is the cutoff date for December?
I don't know. I'm not even thinking about any of that stuff right now. So for you, no, it's the end of the month. It's the end of the month.
Okay.
It's the end of the month. Always the end of the month. So a couple minutes left. Tonight's movie is High Spirits, which if you've never seen it, it is an amazing movie with some big name people in it. Liam Neeson, Daryl Hannah, Steve Guttenberg, who was also in the Police Academy movies, and Peter O'Toole.
I love him.
Absolutely phenomenal movie. Yeah, I got a little fuzzy. I'll give you a little synopsis of what it's about. Basically, there's a castle that's been in this family.
Castle Plunkett.
And they're going under. They owe a lot of people a lot of money. Oh, man. All right. So before we get going, let's see here. They owe a lot of people a lot of money. And in order to... What is going on here? It's because we're talking about ghosts. Hold on.
Usually it'll focus on your hand. It needs like a main focusing point.
Yeah.
Oh, so close.
So close.
So close.
This thing is taking me off.
It's focusing up really, really close. I don't know why.
There we go. Hold on. Nope. This thing hates us.
We don't know. So the webcam is still a little new for us. Oh wow, it just went worse.
Yeah. Hold on, guys. There we go. So in order to raise money to save Castle Plunkett, they pretend that the ghost is that castle is haunted, and they get tourists over saying it's the most haunted place. Come see our ghost.
Oh, look, Ireland.
But here's the kicker: is it all play, or is it really haunted? And it's a great movie. It's funny. It's quirky. There's so much stuff going on.
I love it.
Yeah,
I grew up in this movie.
Yeah, the very first time I saw this movie,
yeah,
I remember exactly where I was. I was in a place called McDonald, Pennsylvania, and my dad was hanging over with his friend. It was I don't remember the last name, but this guy's name was Andy, and we were hanging out with the kids. And I watched it with the movie Clue. I watched Clue first, and then I watched this movie. Yeah. So 2 great movies happened in one night. If you've never seen it, you're in for a treat. The link to tonight's movie, do not watch it until midnight. Probably should have said that at 11:30.
Doesn't matter.
But if you're watching it, go ahead. But we all watch it together at 11:30. The movie's link is pinned to the top of the chat, and it's in the description below. The link will always be there, so feel free to watch it later if you want, if you just want to hang out with us. And we have snacks.
Thank you.
Any questions?
I don't have snacks.
Oh, we got snacks for you.
They're going to... No, I'm not touching that.
Yes, you do.
Nope. 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 Nope.
I have something. I love it. Jessica's kind of losing her gourd about she doesn't want it. No, it's not red vines. Oh, look at that. Look.
Well,
what is it? What is it?
It is a couple minutes to midnight here, so you got 3 minutes.
Oh, okay. Oh, Daniel, you ready for your big news break? You ready for this, Daniel? Are you here? Are you still here, Daniel?
Somewhere.
Okay. Hopefully, Daniel, you're here because you got to do the... Okay, here's your breaking news. You ready for it? This is amazing. I haven't been wearing my hat for a while, but I'm wearing it tonight because somebody made a very hilarious comment on our video. They called me Fedora the Explorer.
I like it. I think it's funny.
That was genius. I don't know what prompted that, but it was awesome. So thank you, Fedora the Explorer. So now, breaking news. Yeah. Yes. Anywho, okay. Tonight's... When we were living in Savannah, Georgia, there was a roadside snack that I often loved to get when I drove through Savannah. And as far as I know, it's only available in Georgia.
Well, at least this brand.
It's a certain brand. And when we moved to Florida, I haven't had it until we went back up to Georgia. And I bought it, and I haven't eaten it because I was going to eat it tonight. Jessica's never had it. And whenever we moved...
Not this brand, but...
When we moved to California...
Good.
I'd be sad.
Good. I'm okay.
It's Stuckey's.
All for you.
Pecan roll. The best...
Dill dip is good.
It's so yummy. So if you've never had it and you're from Georgia or going through Georgia and you want to have a tasty treat, stop off at a gas station or a Stuckey's on the side of the road. This is not a paid sponsorship in any way, shape, or form. I just love it.
That's all for you. That's okay.
It's, in case you're wondering, a fluffy nougat sundae mixed with maraschino cherries, then hand-dipped in caramel and rolled in pecans.
Okay, I didn't even know about the cherries, and that's a definite no for me. I love cherries. I hate maraschino cherries.
So everybody has the link for tonight's movie. We're going to do a quick countdown, and we're going to watch it. All right. 3, 2, 1, hit play. Feel free to skip commercials. It's an older movie on YouTube. It's a little hard to find a good copy. It literally says the best version out there, and it's not HD, so I'm sorry. Deal with it. But it's a great movie. Did I sound like a Muppet?
I do.
Any dad jokes tonight?
They're on their way. They're being uploaded in his brain.
Yeah. I don't.
Sit tight. Relax. They will come to you.
I don't have any booze tonight. I'm kind of cutting back on the beer because it's like, yeah. So I got this.
Yeah. I love this movie. Jennifer Tilly when she was really, really young.
The king of cartoons, but for horror movies. What the? We enjoy what we do.
Who wears the pants in our family? Well, I typically wear dresses.
Yeah, I wear the pants.
Yeah. He wears dickies.
Although in the Halloween video, I was wearing a pair of sweatpants by Cavity Colors. The Everyday is Halloween ones, which are so comfortable. A lot of things, we tried not to really talk about anything political, and I'm not going to be talking about anything political.
Exactly, Shadow.
But everything's going to hell in a handbasket again in the world. We all know that. We get it. I really am happy that you guys are here sharing tonight with us. Mm-hmm. Well, I truly mean that, and I know Jessica does. We talk about it all the time.
Thank you, Ryan.
Ryan, you guys are so cool. Being a virgin and stumbled upon you, awesome. Glad you are here. You're no longer a virgin. Grim Life.
I've taken
virgin. It's a good movie to start with, but I'm glad you found us, and I'm glad you guys keep coming back because we wouldn't be doing, well, we would still be doing what we do, but we're glad that you guys get enjoyment from our travels and our weirdness. What did?
I ate his virginity and I said, it's in my belly.
That's so weird. Don't do that.
I am weird.
I know there's a curfew in California, Micro. Yeah. Look at this thing. Pick on.
Well, Peter O'Toole passed many years ago. Daryl Hannah, I think she had just done Splash, or this was right before Splash, so very, very, very young too. Who is a better kisser, me?
What? Eat it. You have to try it.
I don't like maraschino cherries.
I haven't read your Shakespeare.
I'm not going to eat this whole thing.
Oh, you're
Try to save the box.
Mike McClure. I love it there. One of my favorite places. It doesn't look hard at all. It looks squishy.
Mm-hmm. It was very squishy. I'm sorry. I'm talking about my mouth full.
Breaking news kissing contest. I'm not kissing you now.
You know those little Debbie oatmeal cookies? That's the consistency of this.
Who?
The little Debbie oatmeal cookies.
Oh, yeah. I don't know that one, Aaron. I don't think I've seen Creator. But I would watch that because I love him and everything. I just love listening to him. I love his mom in this too. She's awesome.
I'm just telling you guys all the secrets today.
up to you. If you want to share,
You guys,
you're more than welcome to share.
because you guys are here, Saturday after Saturday, except for last Saturday, none of you guys showed up. Well, we didn't show up either. I'm just kidding.
We were the first not to show up.
I have a problem. I can't keep surprises from Jessica.
Not at all.
It's like her birthday or an anniversary, or it's like something. I'm like, baby, I don't want to tell you this and I shouldn't, but guess what? I bought you this.
You know what, though? You did surprise me once, and I didn't see it coming at all.
Which one was that?
It was the first time you got me a Halloween bucket. I had no idea. Yeah. So while I was sick.
You were sick.
I was sick. We lived in Savannah. It was a Halloween season. And to make me feel better, he went to the store, got me a green pumpkin pail, you know, the plastic ones, the blow molds, and filled it up with Halloween goodies. There was a Halloween coloring book, and there was the glow-in-the-dark fake grass, and there was Crayola crayons, and there was candy, and there was a really cute card, which I still have somewhere, and I can't remember what else was in it.
That's about it.
That's about it. Yeah, but it was so sweet, though. Like, it was just, you know.
Fellas, get your ladies Halloween gifts. Or fellas, get your fellas Halloween gifts. And ladies, get your ladies Halloween gifts. Or ladies, get your fellas Halloween gifts. Halloween gifts are amazing.
This is an old classic, Dr. Freudstein.
So
it's a golden one for me. It's a classic for me. That's up to you if you want to share.
Do you guys want to see what's inside? Maybe a little sneak peek because you guys are here, and we love that you guys are here.
Yeah, that's like my favorite thing, Aubrey. I'm so obsessed with like slime colors, like that green, that neon green. Well, stop teasing them.
So, and you guys should be watching the movie anyhow. But
yeah.
So
what's in the box?
I'm not gonna take this out of the plastic. You should be able to see it. Jessica, what is one of your favorite movies?
Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yeah.
What would you say if... screw it.
Hi, Carol.
Go ahead, tell them what it is.
Well, I thought it was evident.
It is evident, but you gotta tell them what it is.
It's a signature from Gary Oldman. This is a page out of a very rare book. I did not take the page out. By a photographer who did the photography, the photo shoots for the film.
Herb Ritz.
And so this is not photography from the movie. This was a separate done promotional photo shoot they were doing for the movie of him with the prop wolf from the movie and his fangs that he's fighting the wolf. So Gary Oldman, yeah. And he didn't sign very many things for Bram Stoker's Dracula. Bram Stoker's Dracula came out in like 1992, I think. Ooh, don't quote me on that because I can't remember. And I'm obsessed with it. And I've been trying to find stuff for the movie. My ultimate, and I let it slip through my fingers, and I'm so mad at myself, but we were really tight on money at the time. There's a press kit for Bram Stoker's Dracula, and the press kit I saw came with 35mm film clips from it, and I let it slip through my hands off of eBay. I'm obsessed with that movie. I collect everything from that movie that I can get my hands on. So that was like a really big item for me. And the next one for Michael is, who's one of your favorite actors of all time?
One of my favorite actors of all time would have to be Vincent Price.
Ding, ding, ding. That is correct. Glare.
Oh, shoot.
There you go.
So here is a 8x10 lobby card from the movie The Bribe, starring Vincent Price, and signature by Vincent Price, and it even comes with a certificate of authenticity. Jessica's doesn't have this per se, but it comes directly from the artist, the photographer, the certificate of authenticity. But this was sent to us, and I am just about dying. I know it's not one of his, horror films, but it's a classic.
Because by the time that things like that were starting to come around, he was
noir
very old.
Movie.
And he probably wasn't around for a lot of the conventions at the time.
Oh gosh, no.
By the time that our generations fell back in love with him, he was well into his old years, and he didn't last very long. So it's very cool.
This is like two of our most prized possessions in this entire Grim Life world. These are only some of the things that we're going to be showing.
When
Newest
we finally
editions.
have our house together, our apartment, whatever, our loft, whatever it's going to be, we have so much to show you, so much, because we have collected quite a bit over the years, but because we've been staying with family, it's all been sitting in storage, and we haven't had any of it out. And you guys have been begging us for a collection tour. We just haven't been able to do it for you. So soon, we promise, very soon. Yeah, it's one of my ultimate favorites. And the lawyer from Jurassic Park, yeah.
I think one of my favorite. I love the idea of autographs. Actual autographs. Oh, geez.
Growing up, I always thought stuff like that was really cool, but I could never afford the price to get somebody's autograph. So I never, honestly, in my life, thought that I would be able to get autographs from people that I really looked up to.
This one, these are two more of our most prized autographs. Here's James Hong.
James Hong!
Big Trouble in Little China.
I've
so many
cried
other
over
things.
him twice.
What's that?
I've cried over him twice.
Mm-hmm.
Full on cried on camera, not ashamed of it. Man.
And then this one here, sometimes autographs can get
that's so cool, Micro.
rather pricey. I don't have an art, but I have a pick with Robert Williams. That's cool.
Oh, thank you so much, Shadow.
Sometimes they can get very, very pricey. And sometimes magical things happen. This one here. So,
thank you, Becklin.
Becklin, thank you.
Thank you.
My top 3 autographs in my collection, our collection, is the Vincent Price. This I don't have it now, but it's packed up. Tippi Hedren from The Birds. The actress in that, Alfred Hitchcock, and this one.
That's probably the most
Clive
expensive
Barker.
one we have.
And it also has the certificate of authenticity.
Because we met him to get it. Yeah, he was at last
Spooky
year's
Empire.
Spooky Empire, and
so
it was what was that one? Do you remember?
Which was
how much his was?
I think it was 90. And
90.
Then, yeah, it was like $90.
I know that a lot of people charge a lot more than that.
Yeah, so that's Pinhead, obviously Doug Bradley. This is the creator, if you don't know that, Clive Barker. He has been having major health issues, and I mean this with the greatest respect. When we saw him, we were surprised that he was still alive.
Oh, dude, Cassandra Peterson's line was so long.
Yeah. So, Clive Barker, the creator of Hellraiser and Nightbreed, which is one of your favorite movies.
So he had a lot of things that were available for signatures. There was a lot of things I would have loved to have done, but honestly, the print was probably the cheapest option. And it's not an 8x10. It's what, like a 12x15 or something? It's big. So it's like a mini poster. And it was so hard to choose too, because he had a really great selection of prints. And I think for us, the two that we both love so much would be Pinhead. And that's why we chose that one. I really have always wanted to get something Nightbreed from him, but we could not afford to do two.
No.
And so I'm really happy with that, actually.
And some of you guys have even sent us extra autographs, which sounds kind of funny, right? But when you're an autograph collector, sometimes you just have one too many. And we've gotten some pretty amazing ones in the mail.
That's true, Mitch. Yeah.
One of our friends out in California sent us a pack
that's a really great one too.
of autographs that included like Stephen King and John Carpenter, Sam Raimi. We'll show all those at some point. But.
Hi, Alan. I have also, I know that we don't do every single piece of mail that comes through. We've done a couple opening videos, you know, but the stuff that you guys have sent in, just because you saw something that made you think of us, you know, big or small, it always just warms our heart so much. Like, I've gotten drawings from kids.
That's
I
cool,
think that
Jason.
is like the sweetest thing. You guys have sent me the sheddings from your snakes, which it makes me cry a little bit, you know. You guys have made me little, like, the plastic kind of jewelry and stuff like that.
The little Jason?
Yeah, and like
or is it
drawing
Michael
us
Myers?
like little pictures, and you know, even just sending. Sometimes we get just you know, Halloween cards, you know, throughout the year, and that is just the sweetest thing. And we just, you know, we're always so very thankful. I try to mention things that we get with you guys when we do the lives on Saturdays, but I know sometimes I miss you guys when you come in and out. So I try to show it also on like my Instagram stories, which only last for 24 hours. But, you know, we do try to show how much we love when you guys send us something in the mail. And
it's a little hard to do
in general.
unboxing videos right now because we're in the middle of packing everything. Just zero room to really live. So we're excited for the move and being able to have a lot of space and being able to share a lot of things with you guys.
Hopefully we have a space to take everything out.
We will.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's always like when you're moving
Brandon,
to a new
awesome.
city, a lot of times people will take like a smaller place just to get into a place, and then like they kind of upgrade. So I'm hoping that the first one we find, you know, we kind of fall in love with, but who knows what it's going to be like. Thank you, Brandon. We are hitting the road on January 2nd.
On January?
What did I say?
January.
In January.
I've always
2nd.
wanted to sit in this room and drink with them.
Right? It looks cool as heckins. Two-head escape.
Here it is. This is one of the greatest scenes. If you're at where we're at, it's the stage show.
Yeah. That would be cool. I love snake skins. I want so badly to have like a tarantula shed or like a gecko shed. I think shedding a skin is so cool. It's just like the coolest thing to me. What's it called? Molting? When they molt?
I think it's spiders.
Shedding? Is it molting or shedding? So lizards shed. Spiders molt. So they completely like shed an entire exoskeleton. And that is the coolest thing. It takes them forever. Because then they get bigger.
We've been building it for a long time, Bruce. Both myself and her separately and then together. We collect the strangest things.
We're driving. We are driving cross country from Orlando to LA, and we are stopping at a whole bunch of places to film.
Yeah.
Like 2 weeks worth of filming locations, guys.
Not just filming locations, but famous graves and murder sites.
Filming in general. Like we're going to be on the road for about 2 weeks. We're taking that time to stop. We have an itinerary. Instead of just driving from point A to point B, we're taking our time and hitting up some really cool places.
Classically deceased is so oh man. Movie night on a Saturday night. It may or we might have to not do it that night. Occasionally it happens. We're going to be leaving Florida on January 2nd and driving 10 hours straight to New Orleans. And we're going to be spending a day or two in New Orleans filming. So we might not be able to do that one.
What?
A movie party, a watch party that night.
Which night?
Saturday night, the
We'll
night that we
probably do it
drive.
like we'll probably do it like right before we leave. Honestly, to have a night with you guys before we leave.
Do like a
And
Friday night watch
Yeah.
party.
maybe a Friday night, and we're gonna try to do it on the road if possible as
Yeah.
well. Not a
So-
movie night; it'll just be a live hangout, so we won't have a movie going in the background like we normally do. But we'll just hang out with you guys
No,
anyway.
or a watch party on New Year's Eve, because I doubt there's going to be any festivities going on.
Yeah,
That could possibly work too. I'd
Yeah.
be fine with that. Good call, classically deceased. Yeah, Aaron.
I'm okay with that. We don't follow sports.
Yeah, I don't know really much about. We are not doing Six Flags Jazzland. Really, the only proper way to do Jazzland, the abandoned Six Flags, is to really kind of trespass on there.
Trespass.
But what sucks is they have gotten smart with people going on the property, so
Right.
the security is very intense, and we don't want to deal with any of that stuff. We have other things
No.
planned, so
It would not bode well to get arrested for trespassing while you're on a road trip to your new home.
yeah, that would suck.
Yeah. We don't do that. Yeah, bastard.
Ziggy, movie nights
Really?
are usually Saturday nights. 11:30 is when they start. When we go live, midnight is when the movie starts. Occasionally, we have to either skip one or move it up or move it back a day.
Mitch, do you mean the metal ones that you do over the stove, like the old school? We used to do those. We used to only do those actually. Did we have a microwave in Savannah?
Mm-hmm.
We did, yeah. It's been a while.
Oh, Ziggy says, when's movie day, guys? Friday or Saturday, roughly? Again, our intent is to always do it. We canceled last week because we were just too tired.
Yeah.
So
We
it's
were on the road for too long.
we felt bad. I felt really bad, and I was laying in bed in the hotel room, drifting out, going, "Baby, should we do it? Should we cancel it? I feel really bad." But we ended up calling it. It was probably the right decision.
Good night, Mr. Geek Meow.
Have a good evening.
Thanks for stopping by.
Well, thank you, Ben. Where are you from, Ben, if you don't mind me asking? Ben Crane.
I don't know what the Hawaiian Islands. You mean just go to Hawaii after being in California? Who doesn't want to go to Hawaii?
From New York. Okay. Well, welcome, man.
Hi, Frank. I lived in Brooklyn for like 6 years. I loved it.
Classically deceased, a lot of people are canceling. And you know what? Like, I don't blame
look
them
forward to better.
with everything that's going on. There are people out there
I
who
gotcha.
don't agree with any of it. But, it's better safe than sorry, right? It sucks. It does. But just be safe.
Yeah, you got to protect people who can't protect themselves, who have bad immune systems like me, or have heart issues like me, or just age.
Mhm.
They can't do anything to get more resilient. And this is kind of like one of those silent things where. We talk about this all the time, how, it's not like in the movies when there's a pandemic or whatever,
And did you see that there's
where there's great visuals and,
there's a movie that's coming out that in it's very similar to what's going on now, but they call it COVID-23. You remember that?
yeah.
It
Detects the brain, and they have you can use an app on your phone that detects the mutation inside your brain, and it's like, come on, guys, you're just making it worse for people who are non-believers. No, thank you, Matthew. Ziggy, we're moving January 2nd of 2021. So we're moving the first week of January coming up.
the relocating, moving to Southern California, and we travel a lot. whether it's around town or in certain areas. So you never really know whenever we're going to pop up. I'd love to do meetups, but when we travel, it gets really hard because what happens is we drive like 10 hours for a place, we film, and then we get back in the car, and then we drive 10 more hours. So like when we plan these trips, they're like almost planned to the last minute, I guess you would say, or like we're always on the move. So it can be kind of hard to pin us down.
Thank you so much, Dalton.
But I always find it amusing that after we take a trip and we put out a video, I'll start getting these messages of people saying, you were right down the street from me. I wish I would have known because I would have loved to have seen you guys.
Though. Like, if we advertised where we were going to be, now granted, like when we hang out with you guys during live Saturday nights, there's 113 people in the chat right now, but there's almost 54,000 followers on the YouTube channel. So let's say that we put out our filming location for the day, and every single person who's in the chat right now showed up because they wanted a chance to say hello. That's 100 people showing up in one spot. It's just not doable. Even if it was far lesser than that, we got to take our safety and precautions into consideration. Most of you who have hung out with us during live chats know that I am immunocompromised and I have a heart condition. I'm often not very well. We don't talk about it a lot because I don't want to, lament the things. So we got to take that heavily into consideration. But also, if we were to broadcast where we're going to be for that day, we would not be able to film the videos that you enjoy seeing. It would instead just be a hangout day. As much as we would love to say, hey, come and, see us for a second, we are boom, boom, boom. Mm-hmm. And oftentimes these, 40-minute long videos that you see us do took us like 4 hours of filming. So things take a lot longer to film than you think they do. They take even longer to edit at home. So it's just not really, it's kind of not feasible, honestly, to let people know when we're filming and where we're filming because nothing would ever get done.
I do promise you this, however.
But we do think of you.
When things clear up, we will be doing meetups.
Oh, yes.
We had a whole bunch of meetups planned this year for our travels. We even planned them in. We had one successful meetup in Halloween Horror Nights 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. And it was amazing.
It was awesome.
I would absolutely love to set aside time and meet all you guys in person.
Absolutely.
I would. And I promise you it's going to happen. I don't know when. I don't know where. But I'm looking forward to it. And until then, we got this. And every now and then, we won't. It cracks me up. Where were we at? We were walking through Target, and we were in one aisle, and there was a girl in the other aisle who turned out to be another YouTube content creator. But she was in the other aisle, and she heard our voice. She heard me talking. And then I turned the corner and she's like, I thought that was your voice. Like we just kind of just ran into each other.
Yeah, that was so cool.
You just never know.
That, and I hate not being able to hug you guys when I see you in person.
Tramp stamp.
So, okay, here's the thing.
2815.
If you happen to run into us while we are out filming, if Michael or I are actively working a camera and you want to say hello, not a problem. Usually Michael's on the camera. They would give away stickers all the time. So just come over and come stand by me and chat me up, and we'll wait until he's finished. We gotta be a little quiet. But you are never interrupting us. If you see us out while we're out filming, please say hello. Don't let the moment pass by. I know sometimes it takes a little bit of courage, but we were always so happy to see you and to meet you and say hello. Like we don't do the meetups, but if you ever get to see us when we're out, absolutely stop us and say hello. You can even do a little wave from afar, and then we'll know you're there. And people have shouted our name at us from across the street, and we're like, and we stop, so just scream our name. Do whatever you got to do to get our attention, and we will stop and say hello and hang out with you for a minute.
We did get Halloween Horror Nights, a diluted version of it, but we did get it.
Yeah.
Which was, I'm not going to say it was unexpected. I knew it was going to happen. Florida is a very interesting place. And yes, it is awesome that things are
Thank you,
open
Richard.
here. It is very scary that they are open here. And as grateful that we are that it is open here,
Oh, thank you, Ryan.
Ryan, thank you, man. Just want to hear you both say bad booty before you log off.
Booty.
Would love to meet you
That
both.
is bad booty.
Bad booty.
Bad booty.
Boobies.
You are bad booty.
Boobies.
We don't there's a lot, how do I say this? There's a lot of people here in Florida who don't agree with the way Florida is operating. And we are like that. And there's nothing we can do about it. It's scary times, man.
Yeah, I mean, all you can do
Boobies.
is use common sense and take care of yourself and kick things up a little more than you would normally do for the flu season. Clean your hands, clean your environment, wear your mask, and just don't go near people.
I'm going to say it. Be safe so your grandma doesn't get sick, because I want to meet her.
Grandma. I want to meet Grandma.
Grandmas make excellent cookies. I love oatmeal raisin cookies. So if your grandma makes cookies, make sure she watches our show and send me her recipe, or send us cookies.
Oatmeal raisin, because that's his favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only cookie that deserves to be called a cookie.
Have you dyed your hair?
No, I don't dye my hair.
Well, you don't now, but did you ever? Like back in the day?
When I was like 17 years old.
Youngin'.
Yeah.
I'm the one that dyes my hair, and it's going to be green for a long, long time.
Oh, Daniel, you know what? Those grandma cookies, the ones you get from the gas station, those little like hard ones that come in like the package that so there's these cookies in the gas station. They come in like a little tube. They're called grandma's cookies, right? There's like maybe 9 of them. The packaging is so freaking horrible on this that everybody who scans them hates it because they never scan properly. But they're delicious.
Yeah.
Oatmeal butterscotch. I've never had oatmeal butterscotch.
Michael is a soft cookie only kind of person.
I don't like eating hard food. No. Alan, were you the one who sent me an email recently about Hollywood Forever Cemetery? So Hollywood, I don't know how much it cost, but Hollywood Forever Cemetery, before all this was going on, they would hold movies. They'd play a movie against the mausoleum, and they would, set up lawn chairs, and you can sit amongst the Hollywood dead and watch movies. And yes, it was. And Alan sent me a message. Sorry, I haven't gotten back to you about it. About how cool would it be if we did a Grim Up All Night in Hollywood Forever Cemetery and watched the movie. And
what's a pierogi?
A pierogi, think of it like a ravioli, but not. You can either pan fry it or you can boil it. Ben Crane.
Yeah, I didn't think a pierogi was like a cookie.
I
couldn't remember. I can't bake anything, dude. I used to watch Face Off. That was kind of a fun show. Actually, several of the winners from Face Off were from Tom Savini's makeup school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
think we got to meet one.
The ghost in this.
I think one of them was there when we happened to be there.
No.
I don't remember.
Nora. So we were talking about Nora a lot. She was the girl who always wore the ball cap.
Oh, sorry. Potatoes.
I grew up on pierogies. And if you couldn't, so Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, pierogies were a big, big thing. And then there's a place in McKees Rocks that made homemade pierogies every single day.
Yeah.
But if you were lazy and you didn't want to make pierogies or boil them or pan fry them, you'd go to the grocery store and get something called Mrs. T's pierogies. And I've always liked the cheddar and onion. Those are my favorite.
I had
onion pierogies and 4 cheese, Ziggy.
For the first time in Savannah with you. at least the kind that you're used to. So like there's a lot of different cultures that make pierogies. It's very Eastern European, and my ex's family is from Ukraine, and so everything was always handmade, and they'd have you over to these massive dinners. So I've had a variation of the pierogi, but it's like the Russian version, and it didn't taste anything like the one you introduced me to. So there's like a lot of different types. Just like, okay, so I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, and our thing is thin crust pizza, a specific type of thin crust pizza, but also toasted raviolis. It's breaded. Most people have never had a toasted ravioli. I can't eat regular raviolis without it being breaded and toasted. Can't do it. Pasties. So is the pasties like the ones
Cooking with Grim Life Collective.
I like the. I don't know if it's the pasties that I'm used to is the one we get from Harry Potter. That's like a dessert. I don't know if that's what I'm going.
Pasties.
Pasties.
Pasties are things that ladies put on their nipples and make them go wee wee wee.
Wee. Stuffed cabbage. Yeah. Ooh, Polynesian style pizza.
Oh my God.
Oh, I'm coming for
Ryan,
that.
it's been years since I had a Permane Brothers sandwich. And Ryan, you said that
He's from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, you said that you lived near Pittsburgh. Where at near Pittsburgh do you live, Ryan?
Oh, my hips.
Back in like the old goth club days, we used to like in Oakland. I drove you through Oakland, which is a college town. There was a place there. It was it's called the Original Hot Dog Shop, but everybody called it the Dirty O because it's been there for so long and it's like really, really run down. I don't think it's there anymore, but the Dirty O spent many nights there. Right in the South Side. I used to live in the South Side. I used to hang out in the South Side too.
We didn't get to go to Kennywood when we were there.
Almost did.
Almost, and now it's shut down forever.
Well, it's not. It's shut down for the season.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's.
I thought I read that they shut down forever.
West End, yeah, McKees Rocks area. I
thought it was very gorgeous. I loved it.
I used to live in like the Crafton Heights area too. I lived all over Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
The Dirty O, Roy. Oh gosh.
Awesome. I guess pierogies are more of an East Coast thing, but so in St. Louis we have a larger
Pinks, okay. Bigfoot guys.
I want to say Croatia population, like Romania. I feel like I'm getting this wrong.
Greetings, Nathan. This is one of those movies that I actually feel bad that we're talking through it. Because it is a great movie.
Good night, Hetty.
Good
It's
night.
amazing. It's one of my favorite movies growing up. High Spirits. I always really loved this.
Hedy Lamarr. Every time I see your name, I think of Mel Brooks' Blazing Saddles. Every time.
I loved his wife in this. I love her as an actress.
See? Eastern Europeans make pierogies, especially the Polish.
Yeah. In this movie, I just thought like the way she did her hair and stuff like that, and the way she looked, like the kind of modern 80s version of a pinup, I thought was really beautiful. And it had, Daryl Hannah and, unicorn and ghosts and stupping. Or just schlepping. I think it's stupping.
Tramp stamp. Lorie G.
What I feel like you mentioned that before.
39 minutes.
Traceadero? Traceadero?
What?
I feel like that's a place you mentioned before.
Where's this at? No.
Traceadero? Tracadero?
Oh.
I'm Irish. I'm Irish and Norwegian.
Eyes.
Hi, Paul. And Michael is mostly Gypsy.
Eastern European.
Eastern European. Gypsy.
And Russian. I got the camera right here. I'm talking to you guys. Got the movie right there, and I got the chat right here. So I'm all over the place. And then there's Jessica. I got whiplash.
I think you're mostly Czech, Republic of Czech, Czechoslovakia back in the day, but Republic of Czech now. I'm Irish and Norwegian, and we do not drink a single drop in my family. No one in my family has ever been a drinker. None of them. Maybe that's why I'm such a lightweight. I did the 23andMe, and it came out pretty much accurate what my family's always told me growing up.
Oh, I forgot about my pecan roll.
You keep it.
It's so yummy. This is good road food.
You.
I've been sitting on this for like a week.
We were actually really looking forward to Wonder Woman 1984.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, my mom's side of the family is from Western Ireland, and my dad's side of the family is from Norway, but I forget where in Norway they're from. It might be Scandinavia. I get conflicting, or I'd probably get a little bit of both. I get a little bit conflicting results from there, or word of mouth.
Our light is not loving us tonight. Come on.
That's why I like green. Yeah, maybe. We better look for the Irish.
Man, it's bright.
Yeah, Gal Gadot really perfectly fits Wonder Woman. I think that was a very fantastic choice. I don't think I have Piggy.
What's that?
If I've read Modest Proposal.
Mm-mm.
I don't think so.
I need a joke. I need a good dad joke. I need to tell a good dad joke.
What is your favorite tattoo, and what's your next one you may get?
For what?
Well, your favorite one is your leg. Your Frankenstein.
I have legs?
No. You have calves.
What? Chicken legs. I do have a tattoo on my left leg on the calf. It is a complete freehand Frankenstein's monster. Nobody ever sees it because I don't wear shorts. I'm a guy.
It's
I don't
true.
believe in shorts.
Yeah. The only time that we've seen it, I think, is sometimes on camera when I mention, I'm like, nah. You guys are getting ads? We haven't gotten any ads yet. I wonder why.
And we have no control over the ads, so go ahead and skip them as much as possible.
Yeah. And I just have the little small tattoo that's on my ankle. And what I've always wanted is to get like a horror themed sleeve. The top one, the biggest one being the vampire bride Lucy from Bram Stoker's Dracula. I want a very kind of, I don't know, almost bloody like horror sleeve, but I don't know. It's very expensive because I want hyper realism, and I just don't know if I can fork over that amount of money for a tattoo.
So
I've never done it. He's lucky.
Yeah, pretty much all my tattoos I haven't paid for because I worked in tattoo shops and different friends. But everything, including like my chest, like head, and my legs and my stomach, and nothing.
I saw them, Alan. I saw them. Yeah, I would love to get a nice sleeve, but I've always had a lot of tattoo
did not hear that
over the years, over the years, and I've always wanted to have like a sleeve, but I've always kind of like fought with the idea because I love being feminine and I don't want, a hard tattoo to take away from feeling or appearing feminine. But at the same time, I love the hard tattoos I see on other women, so I don't think that it would take away from it, but I also want like really pretty things. I don't know. I get, too many choices and I can't like pick just one.
I personally think I'm done getting tattoos. Not that I'm like, whatever. It's just I'd much rather spend money on something else, like travels.
Because you've never had to spend it on a tattoo to begin with. You're
Fair.
lucky.
I'm lucky.
And you got good ink too. Yeah, I think eventually I might start getting some tattoos because at this point, I used to do modeling when I was younger. I did pinup modeling, and this was before tattoos were widely accepted in pinup photography, especially. And I had a lot of artists that would say, I won't work with you if you have colored hair or tattoos, etc. So I was very natural way back in the day. And then at one point, you gotta say, you know what, this isn't me. I don't feel right in the skin. This is what I want it as. And I think I'm just gonna start going for it if I can find an artist I really like and hopefully afford it. What?
What do old people smell like?
Cheese.
It depends.
Oh, no. You've said that one before. Come up with a new one.
I never told them that one. You did.
I'm pretty sure they've heard that before. I'm pretty positive that they have.
Oh, gosh. Mothballs. Tramp stamp. 46 minutes and 30 seconds.
This is the best part of the whole movie. This whole haunting part. I love it.
Oh, wait. So Black Friday next week. Are you guys going to buy shirts from Cavity Colors or Freight Rags? I don't know.
I think we're a bit financially tapped for the moment. We're picking up some.
I'm going to show you guys one more thing.
Okay. Oh, your new jacket? Yeah, this is a beaut.
So, Creepy Company, they put this out. It is a Bela Lugosi, what do they call it, coach jacket? But check this out on the back. Look at this thing.
It's beautiful. I love this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a really good material. It's,
Heck yeah.
I'm glad that's the material that it is. I mean, it doesn't have that windbreaker, that bad windbreaker sound.
Good old Count Dracula.
Yeah. Bright rags are great. Cavity colors are great. I think the one thing that I'm going to be picking up, and it's not because it's Black Friday, but
there we go again.
Shop here for Mortem Manor is getting in the
78 and the trick or treat purses.
Yeah, and that's what I'm going to pick up for myself. I just have that one little baby tattoo on my ankle.
What's that?
It's in my face. I love Peter O'Toole. For the most part, you can see Michael's tattoos. Give him the knuckles. Knuckles. Well, I know that we've talked about you getting additional lower knuckle tattoos.
Thought about it. Maybe on my throat someday.
I think Michael should absolutely get a throat tattoo. I think it would be dead sexy. Dead sexy. You gotta say it like this. Dead sexy.
Hot down, girl.
Dead sexy. I think a throat tattoo would fit you phenomenally well. I think you should do it.
They are tats, Jason.
I think it'd be gorgeous. I'm all for it. We have discussed you getting bats because you already have the spiders.
Mm-hmm.
You need some bats.
Bats.
Yeah. I don't know. Did the knuckles hurt? You have a very high pain tolerance when it comes to tattoos. I don't think really anything hurt when you got your.
I fell asleep when my neck got tattooed on both sides, and I also fell asleep whenever my chest was done. The tattoo artist woke me up in the middle of the tattoo because I fell asleep on him, and he's like, "Dude, are you okay?" And
you're like, "Huh?" I sleep.
It just felt like a really deep massage. It felt really good. So I was out.
Since I've only had the little baby one on my foot, I wonder. My arms have gotten really squishy. I've really fleshy arms now. And I don't know, to me, that seems like it would be more painful to do with fat than on muscle. Is it better to do fatty areas or muscle areas?
I don't know. Believe it or not, out of everything, like my arms, my chest, my stomach, this little bit right there, that little bit right there was the most painful.
Hey, hair god.
I'll tell you this, though. The amount of people that come up to me and go, "Oh, you're a fan of Spider-Man, are you?" Like, with all seriousness. Kids love me. They're like, "Oh, look, Spider-Man."
People actually say that?
All the time.
That sounds so stupid.
You like Spider-Man? I like your mom.
I wasn't even listening to you. I heard your mom in the end. I was like, wait, what? Oh, so cute.
I would love to do Not Scary Farm one day.
Yeah, me too.
I
wanted to do it while Elvira was there, though. I'm so sad that she doesn't do it anymore. She might come back at some point, but she's getting up there in years. I wouldn't blame her if she doesn't.
How did I make it into the movie She's Out of My League?
I just wandered on the set.
No, I had a casting agency that I worked for, and they picked me from headshots to be there as an extra.
I was chosen.
But when you watch the movie, if you've seen the movie She's Out of My League, I'm in it. And there is a close-up of my face in this movie, and that was planned. I don't. So there's a party scene, and in this scene,
gallery.
Yeah, when you film a movie, they block everybody. Meaning, this is where you're supposed to be. You do this. This is where you're supposed to be. You do this. This is where you're supposed to be. You do this. And they say quiet on the set. And when they say quiet on the set, it's hilarious because when you watch the movie, it's a party scene. And in the party scene, you hear people having a party, you hear music, and you hear the main actors talking.
Ooh, armpit.
But when they say quiet on the set, nobody's talking. It's complete silence.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is lip syncing, pretending that they're talking.
Right.
And they dub it in later on. So that way you can hear the actors crystal clear. And me and my fake date, which is really weird because I don't remember her name, but I was there and I was like, I don't know, 30 something. And they paired me with this person who I knew when she was like 6 or something like that, but she was like 18 now. So it was like, wait, we were joking that maybe we shouldn't be like dating. So they put us off to the side and they say, okay, this is where you guys are.
Mm-hmm.
And then I looked over in the corner and I saw that they were setting up a camera. And I was like, we can't stand right here. And she said, what do you mean we can't stand here? Like, well, the camera.
You guys should tag us on social media so we can see your tattoos. I want to see this armpit tattoo and these elbow tattoos. I'm listening.
Yeah.
Go on.
So so we walked over there and said, we're going to stand right here. And miraculously, the set people didn't notice that we did that. And we were, the camera was here. The main actors were here, and we stood on the other side of them. And for some reason, they just did a close-up of my face in that scene.
While you're pointing out the pictures. Yeah.
Which is amazing. So it was cool.
Yeah.
But then you can see me throughout the entire movie in different areas. But yeah, I got credited for it. There's a bunch of other stuff. A couple other things I've done. Party, yes. The Grim Life tramp stamp tattoo still being advocated. You know what?
What is in your armpit?
I would love for somebody to get the Grim Life logo as a tramp stamp. Just saying.
Goodness, that would be so funny.
Guy was dating too low. I wish I remembered her name.
Nice house. Smells very wrong here. It does. It smells like rubber.
No, that's me. I always love that. No, that's me.
What, Lindsay? Guess what?
What?
Lindsay said, "Guess what?" So I'm saying what?
Horrible little children. I can quote this movie word for word. Offer a temporary tattoo of Grim Life. That'd be fun. I'll look into that. Chicken butt.
That'd be cool. Well, there you go, Lindsay. We've been talking about getting a new one.
Yeah. Sorry. We have still the iPhone 7 Plus.
Mm-hmm.
I think we need to upgrade, not to the 12 because that one's having a bunch of issues, but like the 11 Plus, I think is what we need to upgrade to.
I get that all the time. Sinner 13 Halloween Fiend. Bill Mosley. All the time.
Mm-hmm.
Lick my plate.
That's why.
I was going to say it, but I'm like, no, you're going to do it.
On our Halloween special, he even says that in his cameo.
Mm-hmm.
As you wish. As you wish.
There's a shortage of perfect breasts in the world. It's a shame you should ruin yours.
Oh.
Best lines in that movie.
Thank you.
I like pajama Saturdays.
Ryan, what do you have tattooed in your armpit? I must know.
Lindsay, are you watching any of this watch party on your new phone? Oh, the nuns. I love the nuns.
I love the nuns. Oh, I have such like a clergy fetish. Rainbow. There's a rainbow. And I love that he's like a priest and stuff like that. Cool. I'm gonna go look at it.
What was that?
Richard tagged us on Facebook for his elbow tattoo. I'm gonna see if I can find it. Ooh, I bet that was a long sit. I See, I don't think I can see it until Michael approves it or something.
What's that?
If someone tags you on Facebook.
Oh. Try not to be on the phone. Let's see.
I met the people from Gore. They were really sweet. I had their autograph way back when. I don't have it anymore.
I don't know what I'm looking for.
I don't know. They said they tagged us in his tattoo. No, we don't see it. Maybe he meant to Instagram.
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, we'll look for it a little bit later on. I'm sorry, I just don't want to have my face in the phone because that takes away from like watching the movie and talking to you guys. So
All fine. I actually, I didn't get the guy. I got the girl. Lord help me, I can't remember her name now. And I was on stage. She needed some help from the audience. You know, it was pre-set up before she did the show because I worked in the club at the time. And I used to know a lot of musicians and toured with a couple of people and stuff, but I never throw names out there because it doesn't matter. We thank you.
Don't you understand?
Cool, thanks, Shelly.
He knows it's the only way he can keep this.
I love Jessica Rabbit.
she does.
We have not seen the new season of The Mandalorian.
No,
I
we haven't
think
watched it yet.
We need to. Are we finished with the last season?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Timestamp.
Tramp stamp.
Timestamp.
There's no such thing as a timestamp. 1 hour, 1
Good night,
minute,
Matthew.
and 45 seconds. Have a good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. You know, I
Good
watched a
evening.
very good interview with Billy Idol today.
Yep.
Yeah. He said something in the Idol that is... Billy Idol said something in the interview that has really stuck with me.
Yeah.
And I'm going to share it with you guys because why the heckins not?
Yeah.
So Billy Idol
Yeah.
grew up, obviously, not Billy Idol. His dad was a salesman, like a vacuum salesman,
Mhm.
right, over in England. And of course, whenever Billy Idol, he dropped out of school, and his big disappointment to his dad, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
And his dad and him kind of became estranged. And Billy Idol went on to be in a band called Generation X, which I didn't know. And then
Oh,
he
yeah, I remember that, yeah.
went off on his own, and he became super, super popular.
We are Aaron.
And he said that he never wanted, it always bothered him that his dad sold vacuums. Like, he was a good salesman. He was
It was
very
a big thing at the time.
yeah, he was very good at what he did, but he never liked the idea of selling other people's products. So instead, he made it
He wanted to
a
sell his
choice
own.
to sell his own product himself,
Yeah.
which is why he jumped so much into
Well,
what he did. And I was like, that's
yeah.
really smart. Like, I never really thought of that.
I can understand the thing behind that. Yeah, it's like, people make commentary like that about a whole bunch of things. But at the time, way back when, especially in places like England, you didn't have like these general stores or showrooms where you could just go and look at a vacuum. You kind of had to rely on like the door-to-door salesmen for a lot of different things back then, and that's why they did it until someone got smart and started making general stores and showrooms with that kind of stuff in it. But yeah, that's so smart.
I just
Instead
thought it
of
was
marketing somebody else, market yourself. You
Yeah.
know, if you think that you can do something that somebody else is doing, why make money for them? Make money for yourself. Yeah.
he dropped his contact. He's like, I will find you.
Oh, money.
Thank you, Gorilla Kid 47. I wonder who Gorilla Kid 46 is. we have a lot of horror stuff coming, and when we sit down and we look at our channel and the growth of our channel and what's popular and what's not, filming locations are probably some of the most popular things that happen. Like when we put them out, they're more popular than anything else. And not surprisingly, because the majority of our subscribers are horror-based subscribers.
Always.
Theme park stuff like Disney and Universal are on the lower end. Disney more than anything else for us because of our demographic and like what we do. When we do videos like that, we do them because we genuinely love them. And it's, we love making videos. We love sharing them with you guys. You never know what you're going to get. Every day, like, every couple of days when we release a video, it could be the strangest thing. It might not be your cup of tea, but that's one of the reasons why we really love that you guys stick around. You guys keep coming back because, I don't know, just sharing life with you.
Yeah.
She's
Our
weird.
adventures. I am so weird. You guys don't even know the half of it. Well, you probably do know a little bit. I mean, if you... You've seen my shenanigans on camera, and I am very ADHD. I have a lot of attention issues and hyper energy issues and other manic issues.
Wait until you see her in the new video.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
Such a great scene.
Oh, I love this one too. Yeah. I kind of wish one of the bricks could have bumped him in the head, though.
Why are chunks of masonry? Hair God,
thank
1,
you,
2,
Hair
3,
God.
4. I love you guys still. By the way, I'm a wine beer steward, so is there any way I can send you some? Not your father's cream soda. Too true, Michael. It's good, by the way. Yeah. I mean, by all means, send us something. We'd love to try it. We'd love to have it on the show. We'll give you a big shout out. And
just make sure you pack it well.
Yeah.
It should get here just fine. We've gotten soda from Scotland.
And Aaron, I'm sorry I don't have the coffin here. Like I said, it is packed up. A lot of our life is getting packed away right now. We're ahead of schedule. But yeah.
That's cool, Ziggy.
What I would absolutely love to have happen is every time, in a perfect world, every time that we had a watch party, we would have either a drink or a snack from some state or some part of the country or some part of the world that we can try and share with you guys. Yeah, it just seems like something like fun. You know what I mean?
If you live in another country and you want to send me candy, I wholeheartedly accept. I love trying stuff from
Just don't send her nougat.
No, I like nougat. I just don't like the creepy stuff you're eating tonight.
There's nothing creepy about it. It's delicious.
Yeah. Good night, Judah. Thanks for stopping in.
Have a good night, Planet Judah.
Oh, thank you so much for hanging out with us, Bruce. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us. You guys look forward to this. We look forward to this. You know.
Faygo soda is the best. Oh, I love Faygo.
I don't know if I've ever actually had it. We're watching High Spirits.
Yes, Gorilla Kid 47. The link to the movie is in the description below.
Michael, right? Yeah.
What's that?
No, Michael Walter.
Oh, you don't have to watch the movie with us. It's there for free for you guys to watch in any way that you want, whenever you want. So start it now, start it later, hang out with us. It's up to you guys. If you don't know this, if you are new, we started doing these watch parties when quarantine started happening and everybody started going on lockdown. And instead of being that channel that went out and did a video on let's find toilet paper. Who has toilet paper? Let's go do this. We decided to just kind of sit down.
People are like reaching.
Yeah, watch a movie with you guys and just hang out. And we've been doing it almost every weekend.
Yeah,
for
somebody
almost
counted.
a year.
We've never counted. Yeah, well, we started doing it last Christmas, as a matter of fact, when everything kind of was barely starting to hit. We did our initial hangout because of the holidays, and we were hearing from a lot of watchers how they're having a hard time during the holidays, and how the videos we were putting out really helped them to get through, you know, either issues with loneliness, depression, or just the seasonal blues, or, you know, issues with family and things like that. And we just kind of wanted to be able, we sporadically have been doing lives and hangouts and stuff, and we just kind of wanted to be there for everybody during the holidays, give people a safe place to come hang out and like talk about, you know, like stuff with friends, like hanging out with your horror buddies and having a chat, you know. And then the shutdowns and everything started happening really heavy, so we just kept it going because we want to be here for you. Keep us as sane as much as we keep you sane. Everybody needs a little bit of company.
We're sane?
Well, I mean,
we're in this crazy little box. Like it's this triangle. And
oh, thanks so much.
Champagne Jello. That's bizarre.
You're bizarre. I'd try it. It sounds neat. But is it like flavored along with anything else, or is it just like straight up champagne? Oh, I guess it would have to be.
Question for you. When it comes to Jello, some people are like, oh, heckins, no, I ain't going to eat that stuff. But if you are a eater of Jello, do you prefer fruit chunks in your Jello or just straight up Jello?
Well, okay, the fruit chunks in Jello is called something very specific.
It's called fruit chunks in Jello.
I don't remember what they call it. Well, I'm from the Midwest, and it was called something very specific. I just don't remember what it was called. But
some straight up. So, like growing up, my mom, she would do this. She'd get that fruit cocktail, you know, the syrup. She would drain it and put it in there.
My mom would too.
And that's how we did it.
Yeah. Same.
Fruit salad. Yummy, yummy. Oh, God.
Is it just called fruit salad? I'm going to have to ask my mom now because I honestly am not sure.
Pudding. I like, you ready for this?
Oh, no, not pudding.
I like tapioca pudding.
No, I don't like any.
Little fish eyes.
Nope. Nope.
I like it.
I'm very weird about textures. I don't eat a whole range of foods because of textures.
Certain things shouldn't have chunks. So
Bill Mosley again.
What? Yeah, I get it. I do.
Oh, that sounds terrible. Supposedly they put tuna in Jello in the 70s.
Pudding on brownies.
Ew, no thank you.
So one of the things I'm really excited about sharing with Jessica is out in California, someday going up to Santa Cruz, going around the bay and taking her to Gilroy, California, and having her try vanilla garlic ice cream. It's
like
delicious.
I'd lick it once. Actually, I went out to San Francisco once many, many years ago when I was in like my 20s. And the one place that I got to go in San Francisco, granted, I've heard San Francisco is in very bad shape right now. So, you know, this might not be for a couple of years yet. But my favorite place that I ate while I was there was called the Stinking Rose. That was down in the Bay. And it's like strictly a garlic restaurant. Everything is very heavy in garlic. And it was delightful. It was like fresh. Everything was like, I can't describe it. I enjoyed it really well. Like I happened to get this like little private room in the back. It was really cool.
Freeze pops. Like this
I can do popsicles, but I don't do a lot of this other crud. Our Thanksgiving plans are nothing specific. Well, my mom really wants to have like a traditional Midwestern Thanksgiving. And I say traditional Midwestern because every holiday is either a turkey or ham. I think she's actually doing turkey this year though, but almost always, if there was a holiday or a special gathering, you had a ham. And you would eat that ham for like the next 2 weeks. Same thing with turkey. You eat that turkey for like turkey sandwiches is a big thing. So, here's a question for you guys. Light meat or dark meat? Turkey or chicken, it doesn't matter. Are you light meat or dark meat? I'm dark meat. He's light meat. He's white meat. I'm dark meat.
Oh, Gorilla Kid 47. That's a question. That's a good question. I'm not going to say who the worst was. I'm not going to say that.
Was I there? I don't think so. No.
It was the most shocking and the worst. And it was at a convention in Pittsburgh. And I'm not going to say who it was, but he's a very well-known actor in the horror industry. And at the convention, Joe Bob Briggs was at the table next to him. And I saw this guy first, and then I went to Joe Bob Briggs. And Joe Bob Briggs was like, holy hell, that guy was a dick. And I'm sorry. And he gave me a free autograph for dealing with that.
That's nice.
Yeah, I'll never forget that. And I'm not going to say his name.
That's okay.
Yeah.
We have said this before. Some people, you hear conflicting stories, and most likely all stories are true because just because they're famous does not mean that they're, on their perfect behavior and in a happy mood all of the time. Just like anybody else, we have bad moods, we have bad days, and celebrities, I would imagine, have it far worse than we do, with constantly being bugged about things and people reaching out and, disturbing their privacy and things like that. So, my favorite memory meeting somebody is probably going to be, I was in this tiny little convention in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by cornfields. I was in my 20s, and it was a straight-up horror convention, but it did not have the shoulder-to-shoulder attendance that I'm so used to today. It was very low-key, very laid back, not a whole bunch of people, so much so that I ended up partying in the hotel rooms with the cast from
There ain't nothing in the world like
the Rob Zombie movie. Oh my God, why can I not say the title?
Devil's Rejects.
Devil's Rejects, thank you. So Sid Haig, Bill Moseley, the really tall black guy. Doesn't he say chicken fucker? No. Something about chicken head? No. Ugh. Help me out here.
I don't.
You always remind me what his name is, and I can't think of it right now. Anyway,
Ken Forhey?
Ken Forhey. One of the girls. Oh God, I can't remember her name. Anyway, everyone was just so overly sweet. Oh, thank you, Dario.
Said the goat.
Sid Haig was like Michael has a separate story that's pretty funny when he met him many, many years ago. But Sid Haig was just like such a nice guy. They all were just very, very nice. Just down to earth, just kind of like, hey, let's go have some beers and smoke some buds. Come on up to the room, let's relax, everybody was just like so very nice. Do I have a bad memory? I don't have like a rude memory or like a bad experience, but when I worked in New York, I worked at a jewelry store in Central West End, and the show Everybody Loves Raymond, the mom, I don't know her name, but the mom came into my store, and I'm not one of those people who like flips out when they see a celebrity. So she came in, I, welcomed her and all that stuff, did the whole spiel, and then let her have her space, and waited until she needed help because I treated her like everybody else. And apparently she didn't like that. She wasn't mean about it, but she was the only person there. And I think she expected to be fawned over. And she matter-of-factly asked if I knew who she was. Not in a mean way, not in a bitchy way, sorry. She said it with a smile and a little bit of, bit of an attitude almost. I would say with like, that flair of privilege. And, do you know who I am? And I was like, yes, I do. And she was like, oh, okay. And I was like, I'm not gonna bend over backwards for you just because you're a celebrity. Like, I give a shit. And I was a fan of her too. I mean, I used to watch the show, sure. And she's a tiny little thing, so small. She's like 5 foot, smaller maybe. And I flat out told her, I was like, I just wanted to give you your space and give you your respect. And, of course, I'm, a fan of yours, love your work. And she's like, I don't remember what she said, but it was almost kind of like fishing a little bit for more attention. And I'm just not that kind of person. It's like, you know what? If you need attention, don't go walking the streets and come into like some tiny little, jewelry store. If you want somebody to like kiss your feet, go to like some big chain where they're gonna absolutely know who you are and like treat you like royalty if that's what you're looking for. But I was just kind of like, yeah, I know who you are. I had this similar thing happen with Hayden Panettiere. I have no idea how you say your last name, but she was really nice. Did the same thing, and she like sheepishly asked if I knew who she was. And I said yes. I said, I'm just giving your space and the respect and everything. And she was like, oh, okay. I was like, so not bad experiences, but living in New York's kind of weird. People, I don't know, just expecting you to like kiss their feet or something. I don't know.
No, wait.
Here we go.
I think that my top 3 favorite people that I've ever met in convention form, at a horror convention where you're, and I'm going to base this off of, if you've gone to a horror convention or any kind of convention before, you can tell who is genuine, who's not, who's tired, who's not, who's been doing it for a very long time and it's become like a machine, and who just really genuinely wants to just chat with you. So I'm going to base my top 3 off of who genuinely just wants to chat with you and have a good time. Leslie Easterbrook, who was also in the Police Academy movies, and she was also Mama Firefly in Rob Zombie's movies. She was absolutely brilliant to talk with. I met her. There was not many people there at her table. Mm-hmm. And I ended up sitting next to her. We exchanged numbers and emails, and we talked about ghosts and going ghost hunting, and shared ghost stories for almost the entire convention. She was amazing. The second one, somebody we did together, Michael Berryman. Mm-hmm. Michael Berryman, we met him a year and a half ago, and he was just brilliant to just sit down and talk with. Like, you can tell that he had a good head on his shoulders, like he was genuinely there to meet people. Like, I want to meet you, whether you want my autograph or not. I just want to meet you. Mm-hmm. And it was a really good feeling sitting and talking with him.
I have to say, I hadn't encountered it until we started going to conventions together, going up and meeting people and being excited. and asking them, not personal questions, but like, what's some of your favorite memories, and oh, thank you so much, Dario.
Dario, thank you.
What's your favorite memories, in all these years? Does anything stand out for you, personally? It doesn't have to be on set, it could be off set, whatever. And it was a shocker to me having these people who have these massive careers and have done like really big films and worked with some other very big names to say things like, no, I don't have any special memories, it was just a paycheck.
Yeah.
And I was kind of like, what?
I find it a little odd that even, Jessica and I, we've met some pretty A-list people.
Yeah.
Like, we got to meet briefly, Clive Barker. We both met Cassandra Peterson, Elvira. She's a sweetheart. She's an absolute sweetheart. But the three that stand out to me aren't really big names. Like I said, Leslie Easterbrook, Michael Berryman, and Riku Browning.
Oh yeah.
Spooky Empire last year. I sat next to Riku Browning, like really, really close, because he spoke very, very softly, and I did a great interview with him. The one question, and we talked on camera real quickly about the creature from the Black Lagoon, because he played the swimming creature in the movie The Creature from the Black Lagoon. But I thanked him for sitting with me and telling me this story, and he had this smile on his face, and he just kind of laughed under his breath a little bit, like, I like, not that he was laughing at me, but it was just like, thank you,
revisiting a memory.
Yeah, like I was helping him relive a memory, like being a true fan.
Yeah.
And
we're Tom Savini, obviously.
Yeah, Tom Savini, of course.
Thinking of other people besides Tom. You guys all
Right.
know our experience with Tom. That's a given.
I said convention experiences.
Yeah.
Convention experiences, because Tom Savini, and years ago, I got to hang out with the band The Damned, and got to meet John Aston, like, in person outside of conventions. Conventions are a weird thing.
And I think a lot of people have bad experiences getting into the conventions, even when they have handlers and, personal assistants and publicists and all that stuff. You have to deal with so many people and then getting set up, and you don't know what's happening behind the scenes. A lot of times things don't go well.
Right.
Reservations, rooms, cars, food, what have you, sleep, travel, just like us, hiccups happen in our everyday lives, and I imagine hiccups happen in their everyday lives quite a lot too. So whenever you meet people,
have a good night, Jamaica.
Well, there's a person who's famous or not, you don't know what's happening in their life, in their personal life. They could be dealing with maybe they just had a fight with their loved one, their spouse or their best friend, or maybe they just lost somebody, or maybe they're dealing with depression or other mental illnesses or health issues. Not everybody has every single detail in the public eye. You wouldn't know how to approach a stranger on the street, and just because you've seen these people in film doesn't mean you know them any better. So I try to just treat people like another person, like with care and genuine curiosity into their life, honestly.
And if you guys ever meet us, hopefully, I'm not saying that we're like anything up there on that kind of caliber or anything like that, but if you guys ever like run into us, I mean, hopefully you catch us on a good day. We always try to have good days, but we're human beings.
We have bad days.
Yeah, we have bad days.
We have fights.
Yeah,
we have fights in public.
Yeah. But I mean, it is what it is, and it's not like fights. Like, usually, whenever Jessica and I have a fight or a disagreement, it's because of communication. Food.
Hungry.
Food makes you hangry, and then we don't communicate well.
Yeah.
And then we kind of go at it for a little bit, and then we go, okay, let's stop, let's get smart, and then we communicate, and then
Yeah.
everything goes back to good. We often comment.
My joke is
Well,
that okay.
we often tell each other that one of the things that we love about us as a couple, looking at ourselves from outside, we really feel like we have pretty good communication.
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah.
But nobody's perfect. He'll misinterpret something, or I'll misinterpret something, or maybe I'm already cranky, and we'll take something completely the wrong way. It's context and subtext is always very important, and sometimes you just don't hear things correctly. Or it may be something because you're in a bad mood and say something, and then I take it the wrong way
Glad you
because
liked
the
it,
tone
Justin.
doesn't sound right. And my brain takes offense or something. Dude, yeah, there's sometimes you fly off the handle, sometimes I fly off the handle. It's all simple things. What?
If you take offense, is it the backyard fence or the
I'm
front?
taking the swinging gate.
I'm taking the wall.
Bam! What was I gonna say? Oh, I always kind of put a disclaimer out there because, especially when we're out filming, chances are you probably will catch me when I'm tired.
Show him the face.
The resting bitch face.
Do it.
I'm sure
Do
they've
it.
seen it.
Do it.
But I always tell people I look like I'm angry. I promise you I'm not. It's just I have the resting bitch face. So from afar, I look like I'm pissed off. But until I am activated, like my neutral face. So until I'm activated, I get very animated like you see me now. So
Oh, Ziggy, one day we'll
I
meet.
look angry, but I'm not. I promise. I might be tired, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to be any less excited to meet you, though.
I think you should call it resting grim
Thank
face.
you, Dario. Ooh, pecan or pumpkin pie.
Ooh, okay. Well,
Pecan.
resting grim face.
Pecan.
Pecan pie is good, but it can be a little too sweet.
Oh, no. A pecan.
I'll go with pumpkin, but I have to eat it a certain way. I get very weird about food. So you got a pumpkin pie. I have to gently scrape out the pumpkin filling with my fork and eat the filling first. And then I scrape it clean off the crust. And then I eat the crust like a cookie.
Gary.
Just saying. Hello, Gary.
I like pumpkin pie, but it has taken me some 30 years to like pumpkin pie because it's a texture thing for me. If it's not done right, and honestly, if it's not store-bought, the texture freaks me out, and I don't like it cold either. Ugh. I can't. Oh, I hate Cool Whip also. It's disgusting. I won't touch that stuff.
She hates cooked berries.
I hate cooked fruit.
I hate cooked carrots.
I will not eat cooked fruit. However, I like the glazed crust on pies and sweets and stuff, so I'll eat around it. I'll dig all the cooked fruit out and I'll eat the shells. Yeah. Mm-mm. I have a big texture thing. I won't eat a whole range of many things because I don't like the textures.
I think my favorite.
Freaks me out.
Oh man.
I hate cheesecake. I don't eat ice cream.
Weird.
I don't eat cake. I don't eat pie. I don't eat cheesecake. I only eat chocolate around my period, and that's how you really know it's coming. What else don't I eat? Sour cream, Cool Whip, that shit. I've only in the last couple of years that I finally discovered cookies that I like, but up until then, I really didn't eat cookies.
She eats French fries. Potatoes.
I love potatoes. My favorite thing is potato. Oh, cobbler is a devil. That shit fucked up.
I like key lime pie, blackberry pie, and I'm going to say cherry pie. Those are my favorite.
Oh, thank you, Dario.
Cheesecake is achievement unlocked. You hate the cheesecake?
I hate the cheesecake.
You know why she hates it?
Why?
It's not real cheese or cake.
I mean,
what is it?
It's
like
cool.
Ham burger. Why do they call it a ham burger? There's no ham in it. Why do they call it a dog?
You should know.
What? Strawberry shortcake. Mark, you were
Hi,
too much.
Asheville. You're too much.
I always wanted to go to Asheville because there's the mansion that's there.
Oh,
This
thank
giant
you, Richard.
mansion. Richard Thompson, a little snack money for you guys next adventure. Well, thank you, Richard. Also, want to point this out. Thank you for Richard so much for doing that. Tip 999666 upside down. Stand on our heads. Every cent that comes in. Of course, we put out the money for T-shirts or stickers or anything like that. But every cent that comes in, most, if not all of it, goes towards travels and bringing you things like the Halloween episode, where we will fill up the gas and drive as far as we can and fill it up again, and tools and getting
Tools
there
are really
and,
kicking our butt lately.
Just creating memories for us and a good, hopefully coherent story for you. So thank you.
Bad Boot. We did come up with a Bad Booty sticker finally. We have new stickers out. I only have 2 of the sticker packs left, actually. But once those sell out, because I only have a limited number of one of the stickers in that pack, we will do a different kind of pack, actually. I keep meaning to talk to you about that, and I haven't.
We have a store, grimlifecollective.com.
Yeah.
And for the past year, we've had things up there. I'm going to say this. Things are selling out a lot faster. And that's not me just trying to say, like, hey, get stuff now. But we've been looking at our stock on different things. And it's just like things are flying, which is awesome.
You do amazing, Mark. You're awesome. Hi, Boise.
And just watching the videos, just hanging out with us,
hello, Poland,
does more than you can ever imagine. So don't ever stop doing that. Even if you don't ever donate anything or buy a sticker or buy a T-shirt, just watch the videos, please. Share them with your grandma.
I haven't met Robert England. Have you met Robert England?
No, always wanted to.
We have. We only have like 2 pictures up right now for autographs. We were talking about adding some more.
I'd like to change it.
Yeah, we would like to change it.
Yeah, we've got some good stuff coming.
Maybe when we start getting our T-shirts taken care of, we'll get on the ball to get you guys some different autograph options.
Justin Hayes, grimlifecollective.com. All the links are in the description of every one of our videos.
Yeah.
Our Patreon, which you can join a custom postcard club.
Yeah.
November 31st, the end of this month, is the last time that you can sign up for next month's postcard for Jessica. You'll see it if you go to like any of our social media. If you haven't, I hate saying things like that, Ziggy, but yeah, we live in a day and age where
yay! So glad, Nicholas.
Where everybody knows, like, share, subscribe, swap meet, share it with your grandma. That's a new thing.
I honestly don't know what to expect from Jordan Peele's Candyman. I love the original. You don't.
It's a classic, but it's too slow for me.
I hear that he's going to be in the remake. We don't know how yet. I've purposefully not been looking into the details about that because I kind of want to be surprised. And I feel like a lot of the cool movies that I've been looking forward to seeing, I've done too much looking into them. And then I was kind of like, I don't know, I didn't get the joy of seeing it. I like knowing so much, like spoilers and stuff like that. So I've just kind of like started to not pay attention anymore when movies are starting to come out and looking up all the information and all the people and all the, you read all these articles and stuff, and just like, it's like when I was younger, just going and seeing a movie naturally and experiencing it. Lucas, yes, we ship worldwide. Not a problem.
There's so many people out there that when they talk about their YouTube channel, they're like, hey, if you like today's video, The only way to get notified of whenever we release new videos is to like, subscribe, and follow and stuff like share. Instead, I hate saying that. I really do. I love going to the places with Jessica, and I love filming and editing and giving you things. I hate promoting. I hate being like, hey, do this.
It feels weird, but...
So I'm going to say this. If you like our videos, share it with your grandma. That's going to be my new thing.
Well, I think
grandma approved t-shirts.
The reason why people push that so much is because the algorithms are constantly changing so much that it's getting really hard to get out there to new people who might be looking for you, even if they are looking for your content. So, you know, just by clicking the share button and copying the link,
share with your niece.
Yeah, it does things to algorithms and all that jazz. You know, we just love being here with you guys. We're still like that awkward kid, you know, just enjoying ourselves, sharing this with you. That we feel weird promoting stuff because we feel like we're pushing things into your face, and we don't like to do that. Thank you, Dario.
Dario, thank you. I sense something coming in. I think it is coming from a character from a movie, Witchboard. I feel like at some point, not only is somebody going to get a Grim Life tramp stamp tattoo, but there is going to be a scooter gang of grandmas calling them Grim Grams.
That's an episode from the Mighty Boosh. Nanageddon.
Nanageddon?
Yeah.
I could just see it now with like, you know, like grandmas on their little scooters going through Disney going, Grim Life.
Oh, Bigfoot, that's awesome.
What's that?
That Heart watched our video about Phoenix. That's amazing to know that.
That is seriously?
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Amazing.
That makes me very happy. If you do have a way of talking to Heart, please tell her we said thank you. We have much respect for their family.
Loving kisses.
Yeah.
Loving kisses.
That makes me feel very special. So
it does. That's really sweet. It's always nice to know things like that, you know?
With that,
I'm sleepy.
I feel like we need to say the
You can see it in my face a little bit.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
She hit the fence.
Thank you, Justin.
You guys are awesome. We love you. Continue being safe. Stay sane. The world is getting crazy. It has been crazy. It's always been crazy, but it's getting crazier and crazier and crazier.
Crazy.
We're going to do our very best to always bring you some sort of weird, grim entertainment.
Sorry. We love you. Mm-hmm. We really do. We just hope that you guys are safe, and we always look forward to seeing you and taking you on these adventures that we do. Ooh!
We have a big video coming. Not as long as the Halloween video, but it is another filming location video.
It's so fun.
It was good and pretty miraculous. Something cool happened, and that's coming out. Have a good Thanksgiving. See you next weekend.
Gorilla Kids, every Saturday night, we go live at 11:30 Eastern time.
Yeah.
If you follow my Instagram or Michael's Instagram or any social media, Twitter, Facebook, whatever, we generally post a couple of days or the day of leading up to the hangout. We let you know what movie is coming. So just find us on one of the social medias, and hopefully it will help you keep in. Thank you so much, Dario.
Dario,
thank you.
Thank you. Remember, kids, we're like hard candy. Your grandma would love us.
Get stuck in your teeth.
Share the channel. I don't know. We're like little root beer barrels and like the little cinnamon little things. I hate hard candy. I hate things that are hard. What?
Uwu.
Ubu.
Uwu. Uwu. It's a cute thing. You're not allowed to do it. It's mine.
I ain't doing it.
Yeah.
I ain't doing it.
Uwu.
TTFN. God, not that one. I'm talking from the one from Witchboard. That one.